Swallowed Star 540 Tianshi Palace. Chapter 540 Tianshi Palace. The Masha clansmen could transform into almost anything, be it humans, bones, muscles, skin, the internal organs, hair, eyes and nose etc. all, would be exactly similar to that of a real human. Even if it got injured and its bones broke, the impact causing blood to be spit out, everything was exactly like that of a real human. And if it changed to a golden horned beast, similarly, every scale, horn, even the engravings on the scales. Of course, the larger the size, the more energy it required. Even if the Masha clansman transformed into the golden horned beast, it would only be a 10 huge golden horned beast. If it wanted to transform to tens of km, hundreds of km like the mountain range like huge beast, the energy within the life crystal would be depleted very quickly. Night, the cold winds blew. The mountain range was reduced to a wasteland. Black-clothed Luofeng gazed down below. I actually used the Masha body to kill Si Yong? Luofeng was excited. Even though the Masha clansman is strong, it's still after all strong in assassination only. During a true 1v1 battle like this, there are many stronger than the Masha clansman. If it were the 12 pinnacle bloodlines of the space beasts, which of them weren't incomparably intrepid? And just like the ancient beast in the ancient pictures in Blood River World, which was just as intrepid, and the pinnacle of the bug clan in the universe the Mother Nest, and the metal life forms, plant life forms, the powerful existences, these were all beings comparable to the golden horned beast. All of them were incredibly intrepid. The Masha clansman is strong in assassination. Actually, I only required to kill one of his disciples and transform into him, then using the natural ability to imitate that disciple's energy. Luofeng thought, that way, even if I stood before Si Yong, he wouldn't sense any problem at all. When I get close, with him defenseless, I'll kill him in an instant. That would be much easier than fighting it out like before. Luofeng was clear. Allowing the Masha clansman to assassinate Si Yong wouldn't have been a challenge at all. The main thing was its natural ability to duplicate was simply too sick. Completely imitating a person, not just in appearances but in energy too. One wouldn't even detect anything. Even in the vast universe, with countless races, the Masha clan still struck fear in all these races as the most terrifying assassins. If its natural ability wasn't so powerful, it wouldn't have gotten the name universe's strongest assassins. I was able to kill him, even though it was partially due to Si Yong's poor comprehension of the laws. However, with the gap in our power, I still succeeded. It also shows that my improvement over these 80 years was huge. Luofeng was happy within, gazing below at the decimated mountain rage. As Si Yong's internal world crumbled, large amounts of treasures were scattered throughout. Luofeng collected Si Yong's space item and placed the valuable treasures casually within. As for the others, how much wealth could a sector lord have? In the universe, one with 10 mixed elements was already wealthy. Much less the aboriginals of this Blood River world. Only very few were worthy of Luofeng's attention. The other items, added together, were far from one mixed element's worth. With Luofeng's status, whatever he needed all used points after all. So, he rushed into the sky, leaving behind the decimated mountain range and Si Yong's body, along with large amounts of treasure that he wasn't even interested in or were worthless to him. However, within half a day after his departure, a team had discovered the area with the items. A few domain lords were going crazy over them, and this team madly began to compete and kill amongst themselves. And as the large amount of treasures created a big stir within Swallow Mound City, countless began to join in the war for the items. Also, the news about the death of Si Yong had spread. Si Yong's death. Immediately, the surrounding large world leaders began their attacks to snatch the territory. Si Yong's power quickly faded into dust. There wasn't even anyone trying to avenge him, much less go after Na Ku and Nabu. This is what Big Brother Feng left for us? The silver-haired youth Na Ku brought his father finally to a hiding place to rest. Only then did he open the space ring to check, shocked. Cuckoo, what's the matter? Nabu was curious. Big Brother Feng left us a large amount of wealth. So much more than our family's wealth from before, millions of times more. Naku was shocked. Naba's eyes gleamed immediately. Haha, Our Na family will rise up again, stronger and bigger than before. With this wealth, it'll be easy from now. Na Ku, our gamble back then was right. Na Ku nodded, worrying within about Luo Feng. Big Brother Feng said he'd go stop Si Yong. However, later on, when the news of Si Yong's death spread, especially the location of his death, Na Ku and Nabu were overwhelmed with shock. Obviously, the place where Si Yong died was where Luo Feng was waiting before. Big Brother Feng killed Si Yong? Lord Feng killed Si Yong? Na Ku and Nabu were shocked. As for whatever happened later in Blood River World, Luo Feng naturally didn't know. After killing Si Yong, Masha Luo Feng rushed into the sky back into the automaton ship and began his departure. Blood River World. Standing in the control room, he looked back at the endless vast continent. This was a place completely subdued and observed by the Virtual Universe Company. Here's where we part, little Na Ku. Once I reach Domain Lord level, I'll be sent into territories as an envoy around the universe. At Sector Lord level, I'll be going through hellish training too. I'm afraid I won't return for a very, very long time. I hope that when I eventually do, I'll still be able to see you. Luo Feng knew. It would probably be tens of thousands of years before he could actually return. However, with regards to Blood River World, he was still filled with curiosity. There would eventually be a day when he would return to investigate everything properly.
The fog covered the distant space. An incomparably huge palace floated there, that was Tian Palace. Because of this palace's existence, the many powerful warriors of Blood River World didn't dare leave. Since the ancient times till now, they were all stuck within their world. So, the palace in space was larger than even a planet. At this time a little dot flew out from the palace and swiftly headed towards Luo Feng's automaton ship. It was a triangular black ship with a diameter of 800 m. Your Majesty Luo Feng, how are you? I am the receiver of Tian Palace, Missouri Luoka. Congratulations on your Majesty's completion of the Blood River World mission. The ship drew closer to Luo Feng's automaton ship, sending a message over. Very quickly, with the ship leading, Luo Feng arrived within a vast hall in the first level of Tian Palace. The hall was at least 1,000 kilometers in length and width. Luo Feng kept his automaton ship and stood shocked within the hall. In this hall there were many other ships stopped there, taking up more than half of the area. Every ship, according to his visual perception, were at least E-grade ships. Some of the ships were even F-grade. Your Majesty Luo Feng. Dressed in silver armor with 6 eyes and blue skin, the Sector Lord Mo Luo Ku stood beside and lead the way. Speaking fluent universe language, his voice was very clear and resounding. You actually stayed in Blood River World for 80 years. That's really shocking. The main thing was the Blood Warrior mission. Luo Feng smiled as he walked. Different from Blood River World, even though there were many races within that world, most of them looked pretty similar. However, the human races were too many in the universe. With countless races, all sorts of appearances were present. Blood Warrior mission? Has your Majesty completed it? Mo Luo Ku was shocked. Luo Feng nodded. Wow, congratulations, your Majesty. Mo Luo Ku smiled. I've seen and received many geniuses who've attempted this mission, even those from the Huge Axe and Universe Mercenary Alliance. However, very few are actually able to become Blood Warriors. Because, absorbing 3 Blood River crystals normally required them to stay in the ancient god ruins for extended periods. Many of them don't have that much patience. And it's also very dangerous within the ruins. Luo Feng nodded. The two walked and chatted. Even though they weren't rushing, in a few minutes they had passed a 1,000 kilometers distance swiftly and arrived at the stairs of the second floor. The stairway was incredibly vast. Every level was 100 m high, 10 kilometers long and 5 kilometers wide. It was entirely made of ceramic. Each stairway had at least 1,000 levels, spiraling upwards. We can only proceed from here to head upstairs. Sector Lord Mo Luo Ku smiled. The two became beams of light and followed the stairs upwards. There's no need to head up right. Just arrange a universe ship for me and send me off, wouldn't that do? Luo Feng asked. It's our leader of the Tian Palace, he wishes to see you. Mo Luo Ke said. The leader? Luo Feng was shocked. Tian Palace's leader, what status was that? He was someone who was watching over in this palace the many powerful beings of Blood River World, and even amongst the Virtual Universe Company, he would definitely be considered an absolute being in the upper echelon. Sector Lord Mo Luo Ke's eyes were filled with envy. Smiling, I've been in this palace for so many years, I've yet to meet him face to face. Our leader has unbelievable power. With just him being here, those undyings from the Undying Shrine in Blood River World, and all the ancient beings, none of them dare come out. For the leader to wish to see you is your good luck. Why does he wish to see me? Luo Feng was curious. The leader of Tian Palace, that level of being, he was at least a universe country leader level or even stronger. How else could he control Blood River World with fear? To the geniuses, that level of being didn't care much for them at all. These beings were all ancient eternal beings within the universe. The reason behind him wanting to meet you? Why would I, such a small figure, know? Sector Lord Mo Luo Ke smiled. My authority is only to send you to the second level. I don't even dare to follow after. However, there will be someone there to receive you and take you straight to the 9th level to meet the leader. The moment he finished speaking, the two arrived at the second level of the palace. Luo Feng gazed far ahead and spotted a 3 m tall messy-haired man with a huge axe on his back. Vaguely, that man was almost like a tall mountain that made hearts tremble. The energy he emitted seemed even more terrifying than the God General 13 from back in Ganwu Universe Country.